Hey team! Okay, so I wanted to pop on here. It's super late. It's probably almost 11:11 actually. But I wanted to pop on here for a couple reasons. I plan to go live on my team page, and I actually thought that this might be something that everybody could learn a little bit from or hear from, especially after I got home and all the signs were lining up and all that kind of thing. But Fit Friday was today, and as per usual, there were a lot of, there were frustrations. There were things that sold out. There were things that went away quicker than we thought. The sizes weren't the same, and it wasn't like our normal extra small to triple X. And, there are obstacles. And we know when we signed up, right, that we said pre-launch, like we're committed. We are part of this. We are ready. We are resilient. We are all going to do this because we want to be a part of the beginning, right? We all said that, and then that goes out the door so fast. And so I just wanted to pop on here and kind of give a few tips and tricks, because I came home. I've been at the beach, and I came home after a great time at the beach. And I did the train. I got on Wednesday night and talked a little bit about different books and different things that I do to train my own brain, like to train my mind, and how much I feel that my mindset has so much to do with getting up and powering through every single day, no matter what it is, and all the obstacles, and just kind of building up that mindset and training your brain can get you through truly anything, and is a huge pillar in success, I think, in general. So I talked about, but specifically I talked about You Are a Badass, right, by Jen Sincero. And I have my calendar that I have every day, and it's like a daily one. And y'all, as a kid, like my parents got me that for Christmas every single year, and I never got through like the first month. But I've been doing this every day, and if not every day, obviously I was gone for a few days. I didn't pack it and bring it with me, but I got back and I fielded some phone calls and some frustration and talked through with other people. And and it's such a difference when you're talking to the leaders who are going to build these big, massive businesses, because we are in pre-launch and we're not holding back, and we are using these skills that we've learned over and over again, and we are sharing enthusiastically and with the belief and the vision, and knowing that yes, it is not perfect right now, and it is far from perfect in ways between COVID and pre-launch, but the future is so bright. And how many people can we talk to make sure that they know and they're with us on this journey, right? And then you have people that are like, I don't want to share. I'm shutting down because they're going to think this. Somebody's going to think this. Other people are they're not going to like the customer experience. There's not going to be anything in their size. They aren't going to want to do this because, and I find so often we're making up in our own head, like we're prejudging what other people are actually going to be thinking. But then we also have the frustrations. We have the people that have joined and they're frustrated and there's not sizes and they have their code, and what will they do? And what if they can't find anything? And how do you start when you don't have any inventory? And how do you, they haven't gotten their pack or whatever, all the different obstacles, which are legit, you guys, and they are real issues, and they are annoying and they are frustrating. And I am not trying to take that away in any sense at all. But I did want to get on here and just give a little bit of coaching as to different ways, especially after getting back and having the Monday through Friday of Jen Sincero in my head, ready to pump me up on a Friday night, you guys, way past my bedtime. I even did my hair to come on here and share this with you guys. Okay, so I'm going to read each one and just talk a little bit about it. And I will keep it brief because I want to go to bed. So Monday was, have you ever had a dream where you're having such a blast, but then you realize, hey, wait a minute, I'm flying. I can't fly. And then you come crashing back down to the ground and you can't get yourself back up again, no matter what you try. This is the way belief works. Even if it seems impossible, you have to have faith anyway. And the second you stop believing, you pop the bubble and you stop attracting the magic in your life. It's profound, right? I mean, that's pretty profound. So I read that. That was my first one I read when I got back. So if you believe that low inventory is going to affect your success, it is. Your mind is going to believe what you train it to believe, 100%. If you believe that the lack of sizing is going to hold you back, and that's what is going to be, it's going to inhibit your growth. It will. If you believe that you can't do this because the support has a ticket that they haven't paid you in a long time, and it's got you stuck because you are frustrated about that and you haven't gotten some items and the one you got didn't work well and you didn't like the fit or it was the wrong size, it's going to hold you back. What you believe, what you feed your mind is going to be how you project everything. So how you have the confidence to go on, right? So, and I'm not saying that those things aren't legit and they don't happen and they don't have value and they don't I 100% they do. And there's something, but if you can train your brain to see beyond them and truly step away and say, you know what, I got a couple items and they weren't the best. They weren't the best thing for me. I didn't love them. The high-waisted, the quality, the bubble butt. I don't know if you guys know, but I tried to send that back because in the Bali's because I didn't know that there was a bubble butt thing. So I took a picture to our customer service and I said, I think that you guys messed up the seam. And they so sweetly said, okay, great, give me the order number. We will make sure that if it's damaged, we will get it back. And then I realized that that's actually how it is. And your butt looks amazing in those. But funny story for everyone. No, but I do think that it's so true. So it is, what you believe is what you are going to, and that's in your control. So we all have circumstances, right? So things happen. That part we cannot take away, right? The things are going to happen. There is going to be low inventory. COVID happened. We can't control it, right? We can't control when the manufacturers come back. We can't control what sizes we're able to get right now because we used Amari instead of having no inventory, basically. We can't control a lot of these factors, but what we can control is sharing the vision for being a part of something that is massively growing and that we get to share with our network so that they can be a part, so that when it is all working, it's going to blow up, you guys. It's already blowing up. We're already in our team has over doubled already. It's not even the end of the month from last month. I mean, the momentum is huge and the growth is huge. So I feel like if you are out there and you have that belief and only you get to decide how you let these circumstances around all of this affect you, whether it's somebody that negatively responds saying it's an MLM. Oh gosh, I hate those. Those are awful. I can't believe you would do that and sell to your friends and family or so. That threw me off years ago and something. But once I got past that, it was fine. It was no big deal. And other people's opinion, I love it. Rachel Hollis says, other people's opinion they're no business of yours. So don't let them affect you and your belief. The circumstances, it's up to you. And I get there are people that do not want to do it until this is running more smoothly. But most of you said yes because of the timing, right? A lot of us out there said yes because of the opportunity. It hasn't been done like this, because of the timing, because of the momentum, because you trusted the person you joined, all of those things. So think back to that. Think back to why you joined and make sure that you do not let go of that aspect. Okay, so number 2, or Tuesday, May 26th. Wanting can be done sitting on the couch with a bong in your hand, or let's say a glass of wine in your hand, and a travel magazine in your lap. Deciding, so that's wanting, right? You can want. Deciding means jumping in all the way, doing whatever it takes, and going after your dreams with the tenacity of a dateless cheerleader a week before prom night. I mean, it's there, guys. Same thing. I was never a cheerleader. Actually, never went to prom. But that analogy is so true. You can want. You can make the dream boards. You can have the dreams. You can picture it. And again, we are in the beginning of something that is going to be huge, huge. So don't dream it on the couch. Don't sit there and think about it and say, you know what, I'm going to wait till it's all ready and it's perfect. And because you're missing this massive, massive opportunity. So I loved that. It's the same thing. It's so true that we all have this beautiful, amazing gift right here to be able to share with everybody that we can. So Make sure that you are not sitting on the couch just thinking about it and dreaming about it and, you know, being like, I'm a part of the pre-launch, because you can be a part of the pre-launch and never do anything, never get off that couch. It happens. It's going to happen to a lot of people. But you said yes for a reason right now. You said yes to being in the beginning. So make sure that you get off the couch, do the things. And if you're stuck, ask somebody to help you do the things and get unstuck. Okay, Wednesday, May 27th, your thoughts and beliefs dictate your reality. So if you want to change your reality, you have to change your beliefs. The problem is that most people are real protective of their beliefs and are usually fairly crotchety should you suggest that perhaps there's another version of the truth. I actually blog a lot about this when I haven't blogged much since I started Savvy because I've been so busy, but I blog a lot about this, and it's after I talked about that other book, The 4 Agreements, on Wednesday night, and it's such a great book. And no, I do not read, I listen, because I don't sit still that often. But I did it on audiobook, so I can't read anything from it and regurgitate it, but it is so great, and it's so great at learning other perspectives. So again, during this time, if you can train your brain to be a good listener and to listen to your teammates and their frustration and to validate them, they're legit. Almost always, they're legit. Like they are, it is frustrating. It is borderline like, oh, I wanna, but if you can validate it and empathize with them and then help them find a solution, that's gonna be the best thing that you can do. And the same thing with your customers that didn't get what they wanted today, or your business partners that didn't get what they wanted, or your team, or everybody, or yourself. Like problem solve with yourself. Okay, I didn't, but gosh, this is a great problem to have, you guys. The fact that we're selling out and we're in pre-launch and we're growing so fast we can't keep up. Those are good problems to have. We can work that out when COVID is lifted. And right now, Jen and Rachel are out like looking for us. They said in the live, they were in LA and they're working for us and working towards solutions. So, but changing your own reality and your own beliefs is super important as to what you can and you can't do. And growing up, my dad would always say to us, he had 2 girls. He really wishes he had 2 boys because he always wanted a boy. But he is a big sports fanatic, and he would say, can't means won't. If I was like, I can't do this, he'd be like, can't means won't. Nope, I'm not taking it. Can't means won't. That means you won't even try that. I'm not doing it. And I feel it's the same thing with all this. Like I can't be salesy. I can't reach out to that person. It's you can change that, and you can say, I can. Maybe I can't yet, but you can. Okay, so Thursday, May 28th. Obstacles and challenges are the agents of growth. Nobody gets to be large and in charge without facing challenges and moving through them. And of all people, guys, I am so learning this right now. I am learning this big time with how hard it is to be a leader and how you want to, A, know everybody that is saying yes and that it's a part of the team, and B, that you want to be able to solve all the problems and you want to be able to give the quick answers and say yes, and I can't even imagine like Tom and Kim, what they're going through, because it's 2, like it's even more, it's 10 times that. But it's hard. It's harder than I ever imagined to do this and to be able to not solve problems all the time. But then, I feel like the whole thing is it's getting into a leadership mentality and realizing like, okay, I'm here for a reason, like problem solving, empower your team, create solutions. And I think that that's the biggest thing that we can do as we're going. But I think that you really have to realize that people that make it in life, that have success, they're not successful because they like maybe some that win the lottery, but they have those shows about what they do. They're successful because they've done the hard for longer than other people. They're willing to put up with more of the challenges, more of the moving through them, the obstacles, the hard times, the navigating the unknown. And I think, again, we're in pre-launch, guys, and what we have is going to be so huge for those of us that are running for it. And I want every single person to understand that and to run like your hair is on fire and tell every single person that you know until they tell you to leave you alone, especially the people that you care about, just how incredible this gift can be. But then be okay if they don't, or if your team doesn't. Like, you can't drag anybody that doesn't want to do it to do it. Okay, and then Friday is keep being the beginner. So let the beginner live alongside the expert. This might be my favorite. Let the beginner live alongside the expert. Instead of pretending you don't know who she is when she tries to sit with you and your new, cooler, more experienced friends in the cafeteria, the beginner may be an idiot, but she knows how to party. And if you don't let her play with you anymore, things risk getting rather droll. True. So hone your skills, take your craft seriously, learn what you need to learn, invest in yourself, practice your ass off, fall down, get up, keep going, keep really, really good at what you do, but don't lose the fun in the process. And I think that's something huge too. I also think there's no other sort of, there's no other career out there like this that you can, that failing forward is truly the best possible thing you can do. You don't need an education. You educate yourself as you go. And everything you need is out there. And there are books, there's Google, I just had my daughter, she did a video where you put the Fit Friday down, and I had no idea. So ask how to do things. TikTok, she just taught me to do that too tonight. She helped me though. My 11-year-old daughter is teaching me all sorts of stuff. But ask within your team, find alliances with sideline partners, find the people, but truly have the fun with it, because fun attracts fun. And if you can be out there having fun with building this, it's going to attract your tribe, and it's going to show that like this is so much more, which it is, than just a business or just a paycheck. It truly is empowerment of women, but we as adults forget to have fun sometimes, and it is really, really fun. And being a beginner is fun. So find the things that you're not an expert at and be a beginner and fail and fall down and learn and feel accomplished. So that was a lot of, those were the 5 different things that I kind of came up with, and that some of the inventory was a big deal. And then the sizing, it's a big deal right now. It's not ideal where we are, but we have this opportunity to truly grow ourselves and grow our teams into fast forward leadership skills, really. I mean, we're on this super fast growth mode, and we have the ability to empower our team and say, I'm not sure, but like, let's go find it together. Or have you looked in the units and everybody has set us up? So make sure that that's my last tip before I end this right now, is make sure that you are empowering your business partners. It's the same with, and I blog about this with my kids or parenting, because I feel like we need to set up our children and our teams to learn and become leaders, not to do it for them, right? So we want to empower our team to rise up into their leadership and into their best version of themselves, to be able to get out there and share. So we have the units, we have the Zooms, we have all the resources to plug into. So make sure, I think it's a great way when somebody asks you for the answer to something, wherever it might be. And I know there's Threads, there's Pages, there's this, there's that. And I do this with my kids. I make them look in 3 places before they come to me. Look 3, then come to me. So I think that that's the last tip that I have while we're in this pre-launch, because things are changing, but we have the resources. And I know that corporate has worked on different resources. There's units. Tom and Kim have amazing units for us in Savvypreneurs Rising. A lot of us have created systems. There are the answers out there, so make sure that the FAQs, the units, so look 3 or ask 3 before you come to me, and not just me, but anybody. So anyways, I don't know if that is helpful or useful at all, but I just kind of think it is, we're navigating through, like, it's not always going to be like this, and sometimes these spoke to me, and maybe they'll speak to you too. So let's go crush some month end.